Hey, it's your boy Crypto Expat, back with another video. So in this video, we're going to talk about a few things, a couple of updates, and we're going to talk about xYield, which I did in the last video a couple of days ago, and I'll give you an update on that. So let's roll that intro. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for coming back, checking out this video. Hit the subscribe button if you like the content. Okay, last video I did about xYield. They just started their farming. I did get into this. I put in 940. Well, actually, I put in 980, a bit over 980. And then this is the one I put in this WBTC, right? There was a 4% deposit fee. When they took that out, I had about 946 or something in it. The farming started. I said that there was a 24-hour lock. This actually 24-hour lock was actually, it's for the contract. So if they do anything, there's a 24-hour lock on it. So you can withdraw your funds. That's what that is. What actually happened was when it was 10,000, when I did the video, it started dropping immediately. Oh, hell no! I knew it was going to drop. I thought it was going to drop after 24 hours, but it didn't. Bruh. So this 24-hour lock I got wrong, and this actually started dropping straight away. So I knew that it was going to drop, but I didn't think it was going to drop that fast. So what this means is basically when the farming started, because I had a countdown. If you watch the other video, you'll see that. So what happens is this is the layered farming of PolyYield. All right. If you go back to the original site, you'll see this layered farming, and this layered farming is this xYield, and see it says here PolyYield layer 2 farming. So in other words, it's just like another pump and dump. It's just rubbish in my opinion. This just drops. There's no value in these things, you know, and it's just like Goose Finance. They did like 5 layered farming solutions, which is pretty much this, and they all failed. And this thing's failing as well. Remember, this xYield, it was $10,000. Now it's only $260. Imagine if you bought this one here, which I said don't do. You would be like lost. You would have lost tons of money. Even this one here, this xYield, right? Even though, I mean, at the time it was offering 500 and something percent. It was 750%. But as you know, when people dump, this lowers, and so does this ROI. So you're in a losing battle either way. The only way that you win with these is if you're a whale. So as you can see here, this is basically what happened. It started up the top here about 10,000, and then it kind of, there's no real timeline here because I can't see it. But you know, within less than 4 hours, or yeah, it would have been 4 or 6 hours, this thing took a dump. It went down from 10,000 to 9,000, then it went down to 3,000, and then it went down to 600. And this is whales dumping. So the person or number of individuals with the biggest bag, as soon as they earned enough and they thought, well, it's time to get out, take our profits, they dumped on everyone. And the price of xYield went down. So with this, it's a race to the bottom. If you got the biggest bags, and there was 11 point something million in this, someone's dumped $1 million in one person or a number of individuals dumped over $1 million, and the price went from 10,000 to what it is now, $260. So I basically made about $10, and by the time I took out my deposit, it was about negative $30. I could have stayed in and just kept on earning, because this goes for 21 days, but there's really no point because this xYield thing just keeps on dropping. The token value keeps on dropping. So the only risk that I really have was the 4% deposit, and I didn't even recover that. So I was out of pocket about $30. Yeah, about a bit less than $30. Not much, but still. I knew that this was going to happen, but you know, for the sake of making the video, I just decided to do it anyway. These yield farms, they're really risky, and if you know you're risking to get some small profit, if any profit, and you're risking like a potential rug. So in my opinion, it hasn't changed. Just stay away from layered farming. Unless you've got like $1 million and you just come in and do what that whale did, then you're sweet. You'll always make money and dump on everyone else. So this is another one that's just came out. It's called PolygonFarm.finance. Yeah, geez, there's so many of these Polygon farms, and they're just like clones of the same script. Yeah, generally speaking, if I make a video and I like it, I'll put some money in it, but most of the time I won't. Let's look at the docs. There's only 500,000. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to limit the emissions. This is what they're trying to do. So the emissions is only very small. This is only like 0.07 per block. And there's 3,220 blocks per day of spade produced per day, okay? Now these guys here are trying to limit the supply, tighten up the supply, and limit the emissions. So basically it's slow. Look at the listing price, $27.25. Right, and even now, look at it's still dumped. It's $18.80. You know what? These yield farms, like, it's just a race to the bottom because you're always going to get whales that will make their profit and get out. And that's what you're dealing with. It's just a slow bleed. Anyway, they're just my thoughts on these yield farms. The reason why people dump on them is because there's no value in them. There's just no value in them. But what does have value is these blockchain games. Okay, these blockchain games, they have utility and they have use case and they have real value locked in them. Blockchain games have always been around, but they're really, really starting to hit home now, and I'm really, really starting to like them. As you guys know, I've done a video on DPET before. I've done multiple videos on DPET. If you're sleeping on DPET, then you're probably sleeping on blockchain games. And, you know, xYield was the biggest one. It's doing more volume than all the coins in the crypto space, except for Bitcoin and Ethereum. So let that sink in. Let that sink in for a second. So DPET was about $4 last time I did my video, and then it just mooned to $8. It's pulled back now to $6.33. And I want to tell you, this game is exciting. It is going to be, I believe that DPET's going to be a $100 coin. I just got a message from a lady that I know on Facebook. So she just watched my YouTube video. All right. And she's not even in the Patreon group. She just watched the YouTube video. I don't think she's in the Patreon group. So let's read her message. I'll block out her name, but she says, "Hey Angie, I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. When you do a video about MyDefiPet a few days back, the price was 50 cents, but now it's $7. Thank you. And please do more promising NFT games." So, you know, this is someone that watched my video, or has known me for a while, watched my video, took action on it, and absolutely nailed it. To get in on these, you need 3 tokens. So she was buying it at 50 cents a token, which cost $1.50 per pet. And then when you level up, when you get to level 10, you've got to spend another 3. Right, so it costs her $3 for 1 pet. And then you've got to breed them, so you need 2. So that's $6. And then when you breed one, it's 5. So there's another $2.50. So right now, to do that is going to cost you anywhere from about $150 to create a Gen 1 DPET. You can see how big this game is going to be in the future, and how much these pets are going to be worth. I can tell you now, if you have 1 DPET token and you hold it, whereas if you would have spent the token and bought leveled up and bought some pets, the pet, which is the NFT, you're about to trade that. You're about to sell it on the marketplace, just as they did from xYield, and it's going to be worth a lot of money. So it has a perceived value, whereas the DPET token, even though I still recommend you buy it if you don't want to play the game, it's still going to be worth what the market says. Let's say one DPET token goes to $100. It's still going to be worth $100 to someone if they want to buy it. But the NFT is going to be worth way more. In my opinion, it's going to be worth 20, 30, 50, even 100x more than the actual DPET token. So you can see where the value is getting built in the NFT game. Because when you get the egg and you produce the pet, now you're playing the game and you're feeding it, you're growing it, giving it more energy. It's going to be faster. It's going to have more power. It's going to have, all these features on it, and then you can be able to sell it in the marketplace. So do some more research on MyDefiPet. I think that it's going to be one of those ones this year that's going to be make a lot of people rich, literally. And the longer and longer that this goes on, just look at what Axie Infinity has achieved. These pets in 6 months' time are going to be worth a fortune, potentially tens and thousands of dollars, if not six figures. You really got to envision the future of where it could be, not what it is now. So let's move on. Trustpad, they're still doing well. I'm in Trustpad. We still do IDOs, guys, okay? We don't just do games or shitcoins, meme coins. We do all sorts of stuff in our Patreon group. So the IDOs, we're still doing IDOs, and this one, Trustpad, seems to be one of the really good ones. They've still got 4 more IDOs coming up. These are the ones that they've already had. I've got 2 airdrops there. I got this Zion airdrop, and I got this Bull Perks airdrop. So these are the airdrops that they get from previous sales. Like for this Zion one here, it says basically it's like a vesting. All right. So Sierra says here, so airdrop was on the 14th, and which is a few days ago, and there's another airdrop in the 28th. Okay, so airdrop just basically means they're going to airdrop your original tokens on the IDO sale. Okay, I don't mind doing that because it doesn't it stops people from just dumping. So this one here will probably have a vesting period as well. Most of them do. Okay, most of the Trustpad ones do have a vesting period. I don't mind the vesting period. I actually don't mind it at all. It stops these pump and dumps. All right. So that's Trustpad. If to get into Trustpad, it's actually really cheap at the moment. See, so you can get 10,000. Trustpad would normally cost you a lot, right? Before the market went down, but now 10,000 TPAD will cost you not a lot at all because the tokens are 7 cents. So you can do the maths on that. Even Club or Associate, it's not as expensive as it used to be. It used to be 6,000-7,000 to get into these, but not anymore. They're only like, just get a calculator and figure it out. So Trustpad, still doing IDOs, still love IDOs. The whole market is down. Everything's down. Okay, you got to take that in consideration. MemePad, you guys remember MemePad? They just kept on screwing up their IDOs. But they have another one that's coming out here, and as usual, they just tease you. They say, "Hey guys, we've got this next IDO coming," and they do this graphic, and I think people are just jack of it. I mean, look at the engagement; it's not at much at all. Only 22 tweets, retweets, only 41 love, and only 6 comments. That's really bad. Before, to get into Chad, it used to cost a fortune, but now, if you want to get into Chad, it's only going to cost you $903. So, yeah, MemePads, obviously the price has dumped a lot by 10x. More than 10x, actually. If you want to get in, I'd have 2 more. I probably wouldn't get into them because they've just had such a bad rap. I don't know. There could be some opportunities here, but it is a bit of a risk. But they are really dirt cheap right now to get into Chad. That's that. So Mini Doge, guys, you look at this chart and you think, oh, what's going on with Mini Doge? It's just another shitcoin, right? But there's so many of these baby Doge, daddy Doge, grandma Doge, grandpa Doge, I don't know. There's so many Doges. They're all just shitcoins. If you look at what's happening with Mini Doge, they got so much stuff coming, right? They got an AMA they do AMAs on Mondays, so that they'll probably drop within the next sort of 12 to 24 hours. They're going to announce 3 exciting things. There's talk that it might get on Binance, but maybe it was just a bit of a tease with that Twitter. You know, they've got the wallet coming, they've got the game coming. The game's not going to be finished till the end of the year. They have possible celebrity endorsements or mascots, or like, what do you call them? You know, when you sort of you're like the, I don't know what the word is, but you basically ambassador. That's it. So they might have mini Doge ambassadors. You know, they pay these celebrities a bunch of money, and then they kind of endorse it, or they get behind it. They've already got listed on multiple exchanges, more coming, and there's just a ton of stuff coming with mini Doge. So to the newbie, they'll just look at this and go, no, shitcoin. That's far from the truth. I'm very, very bullish on this. This means nothing, all right? Because good projects take time. They take time. Real people have to work on these projects to build them out. Like a game, it's not going to be out either at the end of the year. That's still another 5 months away. At the end of the year or early next year. So we're looking at 5 to 7 to 8 months away before the game even comes out. All right. So that's why now is the time where you hodl or you buy more. As it goes down, you DCA down, you just keep on buying, right? Because once the game comes out, this thing's going to moon. Once they announce celebrities, this is going to moon. If it gets on Binance, it's just a rumor at the moment, but let's just say if it does in the future, this thing's going to moon. So this is the time when you got to, look at it and do your own research, because it is very cheap right now to get into it. And this is what I mean by hodling, right? These things take time. If you were to buy these coins, and this is on Coin Time Machine, it shows you here. Chili's, if you buy 1,000 of these, this is only in 2021 as well. So they're saying at the beginning of the year, you'd have 11,000 by now. You'd have 10,000 profit. Solana, 1,000. You return that 1,000 into 14,000. All you need to do was buy and hodl. Axie Infinity, 1,000 would have turned into 28,000, 27,000 profit. Dogecoin, 31,000, 30,000 profit. Polygon, 44,000. Your $1,000, if you would have bought at the beginning of 2021, would now be $44,000. This one here, Igorus, 1,000 is now $314,000. Drep, 1,000 is 620. And now we're getting into ridiculous numbers, 28,000. Kick token, 1,000 kick token at the beginning of the year is now worth 2,351,000. And privacy token, at the beginning of the year, you'd have bought $1,000 worth. It would be now, listen to this, it would be now worth a stupid 2.4 billion? $2.4 billion. Is that even right? That is absolutely insane. So this is a perfect example of buying coins, and $1,000 is like, it's not chump change, but again, $1,000, like if you knew that you could turn that 1,000 into 11,000 or 300,000 or $2 million, I guarantee you would find the money. So this just goes to prove you don't need to be rich to get into these crypto coins. You just need to do some research, buy and just hodl and just sit. And only 7 months. Only 7 months. These sort of returns for some people are life-changing, especially if you come from a third world country. This is life-changing money. Even if you're in a first world country, like $1,000 into 300,000. Like there's 5 years' wages there. Would you work full time? I gave that up 4 years ago. So the potential is there, guys. Don't Don't be in such a rush. All I'm saying is just chill out. Do some research. And sometimes the best thing to do is just to wait and be patient. It's worked for me. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like this content, subscribe to the channel. Let me know your comments below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.
Are you new to crypto and DeFi? You're not sure how to navigate through the scams and keep away from the sharks trying to steal your crypto? This space can be very daunting for newbies. That's why we created 100xcryptoacademy.com. This is not just a course on DeFi, yield farming, and investing, but a real community of like-minded crypto enthusiasts who believe crypto is the key to financial freedom. You'll get 50+ HD on-demand videos, ongoing research analysis and pre-screened, ICO and pre-sales, 4 weekly webinars per month, with live Q&A, private access to our exclusive forum, and our vibrant Telegram group for live chat and updates. All for a low monthly investment. Check out our Patreon at 100xcryptoacademy.com.